YouTube, TikTok, Big O, drop an emoji, drop a number one, just drop something to me know. Is my Big O mic on? Drop something in the chat to let me know that you can hear me good. You can hear me good. You can drop ready, drop something. Thank you, hairstylist. Hey, hairstylist. Thank you so much for letting me know that you can hear me. What's up, Candace? Thank you for letting me know you can hear me. And TikTok. Maybe at this point, I just let y'all listen in on the conversation because I don't know what y'all be having going on. Do not disturb, Big O, please. I'm doing well, Beauty. How are you? Share this out really quick if you know someone who needs this. I wasn't even planning on doing this live, but yesterday there were multiple people who were saying, so yesterday I did a live. I gave you all 10 signs that you're still dealing with unhealed trauma. And there were multiple people like, listen, some of them were like, all the signs fit me. Some of them was like, some of them said that they needed the mentor, they needed a coach, and they needed therapy, a coach, yeah, and a mentor. So it was just a lot. So people were like, how do I start? How do I start? I don't know where to start. So that's what made me come back today with this live, okay? So today we're going to talk about where do you start healing from your trauma. There are some people who think they are so jacked up. I'm telling you, people. So I've told you all before, right? People just like talking to me. They like telling me all their business. It's been like that. That's the story of my life. So there are some people who I have talked to and they just feel like they are so jacked up that there's no hope for them. And I'm saying the word jacked up to be nice. But there are some people who think they're so messed up that there is no hope. It's showing me that there is nobody on YouTube, but I see comments. So I don't know. But that's what we're going to talk about today. Okay. I understand that some of you all are at work and can't take notes. The replays are always on my UYT channel because TikTok likes to banana you for everything. The replays are always on my YT channel. Big O, I think I have to get to a certain, I don't know. I'm new to Big O, but I don't have the ability to like post replays and videos and stuff like that yet. So you all would have to go over to YT. You can search my name, RONESHIA, if you want the replays. Okay, just put Renisha Inner Healing Coach and you will find me. Let's go ahead and jump in because I know it's almost the weekend and you all are ready to turn up. All right, so if you're just walking in, D Money, you are hilarious. If you're just walking in, my name is Renisha. I am an inner healing coach. TikTok, can y'all hear me? Okay. I'm an inner healing coach for high performing women who are battling internal wounds. So if we look at you from the outside, baby, you have it all together. All together. You're a boss. You get it done. You're the strong one everyone else always runs to. But on the inside, you're battling with all this stuff internally. Okay. So I'm an inner healing coach. This is who I help. Of course, I do have some men who follow me. I can help men as well, but my target audience are women. Today, we're going to talk about where you can start healing from your trauma. Some of this stuff I'm going to give you may seem like a lot. Okay, just take deep breaths whenever you need to. If you're on YT, please remember to hit the like button too. Okay, I'm new. Thanks for the recap. I was hoping this was going to either be a tarot or a Q&A, but I respect your grind and hustle. Baby, if you're looking for a tarot card reading, you are in the wrong place. I do not believe in that. I believe that's demonic. Okay, Pumpkin? What's up, Bree? I don't believe in that. I believe people, okay, I'm not going to get into that, but yeah, so that's the wrong place. This is not tarot card reading. But if you're trying to heal internally from some trauma, I got you, boo. But no, okay? So let's jump into it. Why does it feel overwhelming when you are trying to heal? This is where we're going to start. Thank you, D Money. This is where we're going to start. So you have to understand, and I do have my notes because the way my brain works, I need notes. Okay. So trauma disconnects you from clarity. Okay. You should stop saying okay so much. I'm working on that. Although we may know where to start, sometimes it feels absolutely impossible. There are common blocks when it comes to why you feel overwhelmed. Candace, why did you delete his? Did he say something disrespectful? Why did you mute him? Lord have mercy. Did he say something bad that I missed? All right. Um, you didn't have to mute him unless he said something that I missed. All right, so some common blocks. Fear of opening old wounds. So this is why you feel overwhelmed when people start talking about thank you for, I don't know what that means on Big O, but it'll say sent and then it'll have a little symbol. Y'all got to teach me how to work Big O. I don't know what that means, but thank you and tap the screen. I don't know what it means. Common blocks. You have a fear of opening old wounds. So you think if I touch it, I'm going to completely fall apart. So you just don't address it at all. Okay. That's number one. Number two, some people feel too broken. So they believe, okay, healing can work for that person, therapy can work for that person, mentorship or whatever, and healing can work for that person, but it's not going to work for me because I'm too broken. And I'm telling you, I talk to people in real life. I'm not just talking about the internet. I have talked to people in real life like that. Okay. Oh, Lord. In real life. Curly, honey, your daddy told me that. Now, that person you can block, Candace. I don't know. The trolls be coming in on YouTube. They've been coming in on YouTube lately. But your daddy told me that. Now y'all can block that person, whoever my mods are. Now, sometimes also people don't understand when resources are safe, okay? You're more afraid of being harmed through wrong people or the wrong space even. So some of you, you've tried different coaches. What's up, Ghost Girl? You've tried different coaches, therapists, you've tried programs, you've tried churches, all of the things, and you ended up getting wounded in some type of way. So now you don't trust anybody. Now you're saying things like, well, I'ma just Bree, I'm trying to behave myself wisely. So but that's what comes with being a content creator, baby. You gotta have tough skin because the trolls are gonna troll. They do it to everybody. All right. So some of you, now you're like, well, I don't trust nobody. I'm just doing it on my own. But that's not working. That's why you're still jacked up. Respectfully, you can do it on your own. Okay. So believe it or not, the hardest step is not the healing. The hardest step is starting. The hardest step is starting. Okay. Can y'all send me beans on Big O? I just hear people asking for beans. Thank you for the follow. All right. So if you're just joining, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. And today we're talking about where do you start healing from your trauma? I'm about to give you all step one. So if you can take notes right now, you're going to write down step one. If you can't, you can watch the replay. All right. Step one, awareness and naming the wound. Write that down in your journals. If you don't have a journal right now, you can put it in your phone. Step one is awareness and naming the wound. So healing begins with honesty. You cannot live in denial. You can't heal from anything that you refuse to acknowledge. Okay? You have got to name it. Understand that your trauma is thriving in silence. Okay? You have to name it. As long as it's hidden, as long as you try to hide it, you're going to be ashamed. Shame has the power. But when you start naming it, you're breaking even the spirit. You're breaking that shame off of you. And that's going to open the door for clarity, okay? So when you start to admit things like, well, I've been abandoned, I've been rejected, I'm dealing with bitterness, I've been abused, I've been overlooked, that is where your healing is going to begin immediately. If you were on this live yesterday or even the live I did on Big O this morning, and you immediately said, you know what, I am dealing with X, Y, and Z, even if you just said it to yourself, that was your first step in the process of healing. So pat yourself on the back. Okay. Now, if you can, grab a piece of paper. I want you all to do this really quick. If you can, grab something to write with and a piece of paper. You do not have to put this in the chat. Let me say this. You do not put this in the chat unless you're just somebody that wants to, but do not put this in the chat. Okay. Grab a piece of paper and a pencil. Exactly, D Money. Candace, some of y'all just wait, and I'll let y'all need to mute them, okay? Some of these people, I just don't say anything because I'm gonna bust out laughing and be distracted. Like Low Fresh, y'all. Now, D Money, I'm trying not to get you blocked. I need you to calm down. I don't want my mods to have to block you, okay? So write this down. I'm going to assume that you all have a pen and a piece of paper right now. You're going to write one sentence. Just write, I was hurt when, and then write out what happened to you. I wish I could play music for a few minutes while you all do this. I don't know if Big O cares, but I know YouTube will slap me with a copyright. Okay? TikTok, praise the Lord. So write down, I was hurt when, whatever trauma you've been avoiding, whatever trauma you've been suppressing, I want you to write it out on a piece of paper right now. Like right now. Right now. Okay. I was hurt when. This is going to help you all that don't know where to start. After you have this written out, those of you that are participating, can y'all just drop something in the chat so I can move on? Or I can just give you another 60 seconds. You don't have to write your paragraph right now. Just put hurt you. I was hurt when. It could be trauma from your childhood. It could be trauma from your adult years. It does not matter. All right. While they're doing that, I'll reset the room really quick for those because people are always coming in and out. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing and a breakthrough coach for high performing women who look put together on the outside, but they're battling private wounds. Yes, I've worked with some men, but my audience is pretty much all women. Okay, so right now we're in step 1, which is awareness and naming the wound. Done. Thank you. I only wrote one thing. I'm following along for the reason. Don't think I need to heal. Okay. All right. So I'll go ahead and move on. So that was 1. Step number 2. If you're taking notes, write down. This is step number 2. You have to learn to process instead of numbing. Processing instead of numbing. Healing means facing the wound, not escaping it. All right. So when we talk about numbing, I talked about this yesterday. This is when you avoid pain through distractions. People, it shows up different ways in different people. For some, they drink. Some of you are functioning alcoholics. Okay. Some people, they numb the pain through scrolling. They scroll their life away, basically. Others, they binge watch, even binge eat. Believe it or not, there are some people who the reason why they're so big is because they're trying to numb pain and they're using food to cope. All right. Some people do it by shopping. I've talked to people who are like, I knew I couldn't afford that, but I did it anyway. And it's because they're not dealing with trauma. Instead of going on a shopping spree, get you some programs that's going to help you heal. Book a therapist. I'm just saying, right? Some people, they do it XCX, smashing. How did I do it the other day? They smash because even though you're opening all kind of soul ties, depending on the situation, right? You open all kinds of doors in the spirit realm. This is going to make you feel accepted and wanted, even if it's just for a few minutes. So some people go that route. And then there are people who overserve in ministry, or they just overwork, always working, always doing overtime. You don't even need the money. You're just doing it because you don't want to feel. So TikTok, can you all tap the screen at least? I see people on TikTok. Can y'all just at least tap my face every now and then? Just tap the screen, please, and thank you. All right. So numbing, it feels safe because it gives you this temporary relief, but the wound is still unhealed. Can you drop an emoji or something on Big O so I know that you all can hear me? You have to learn how to process your trauma. You have to learn how to sit with your emotions. Some people, I'm trying not to be too harsh, Lord have mercy. Some people dislike themselves very bad. That's why they can't sit with themselves. They don't even like who they are. Okay. So you have to learn to sit with your emotions. You have to start asking the hard questions, and you have to let yourself feel so that you can heal. I'm going to share a testimony about that tomorrow, a personal testimony. I know tomorrow is Saturday. A lot of y'all going to be out in these streets, which is fine, but the replay will be there if you want to catch it tomorrow night. Okay. So you have to allow yourself to feel. Trauma literally gets trapped in the body, but we're going to talk about that tomorrow. I'm going to give you some practical tools that's going to help you process instead of just staying numb. I think they're tapping the screen. I don't even know what that means on Big O, but I think they're tapping. Thank you, y'all. I don't know. Number one, here are some journaling prompts that can help you. So you can journal. What am I actually feeling right now? When have I felt this before? That's something that can help you. Also, reflection questions. So ask yourself, am I numbing or am I really processing? Also, when you find yourself getting triggered, this is like second nature for me at this point. When you find yourself getting triggered, immediately ask yourself, why did that trigger me? Because this person isn't the issue. Why is it that their actions or what they said, what's up, love with much? Why is this triggering for me? All right. Exactly, Candace. Number three, I also recommend therapy and inner healing sessions. Okay. You need a safe space to unpack this buried pain. And again, I'm trying not to cross over into tomorrow, but you need a safe space to unpack this pain that you buried. So when we talk about therapy, therapy is going to focus on your mind and your emotions. Therapists will help you process past experiences, trauma, and patterns in a clinical and structured way. So when you're talking about therapy, I mean licensed therapist. I am not a licensed therapist. What I do is therapeutic. I have a degree in psychology. That's real cute, but I am not a licensed therapist. And I tell people all the time, okay, what I do does not take the place of your therapist. So a trained professional, they're going to use proven methods like CBT, EMDR, and talk therapy to help you manage symptoms and to reframe your thoughts. Okay, so therapy is going to build your emotional regulation, coping tools, and new behaviors. When we cross over and talk about inner healing sessions, that's what I do. So if you want, like if you signed up for one-on-one sessions with me, that's more of inner healing. I am a deliverance minister also, but that's two different. That's not the same thing. It's not the same thing. Okay. So inner healing is going to focus on your spirit and your soul wounds. That's why sometimes you all hear me talk because I'm trying to be careful what I say. And sometimes I'll pause because I'm like, oh, that's a deliverance minister coming out. We don't want that right now. All right. So inner healing is going to focus. Inner healing, Justine, what's up, Justine? Somebody just thank you for whoever tapped my face on TikTok. I was about to end TikTok. Inner healing is going to deal with the root issues. So people like me that do inner healing work, you may tell us about all these behaviors you have. We just sit there and listen. And while we're listening at you, we're processing and we're trying to figure out what the root of this thing is. Because addressing the fruit is not going to help you heal. We have to get to the root of why you are behaving badly, behaving the way you're behaving. Okay. So inner healing sessions, they deal with the root issues, agreements, lies that you start to believe, and trauma. Normally, we'll do it through prayer, deliverance, and guided Holy Spirit led processing. But if you are someone like, I'm not a Christian, Renisha, but I like your content, da da da, all of the things, fine. You can tell me in my inner healing session, I don't want you to pray over me, and I won't. I'll just pray before. I'm going to pray before I get on camera with you, and I'm going to pray after I get off camera with you. But if you don't want me to pray over you, that's fine. Okay. So inner healing sessions, we target strongholds. We target strongholds like rejection, fear, shame. Therapy can identify this stuff, but unless you have a therapist who is faith based, they don't know how to break this stuff spiritually. And you can honestly even have a therapist who is faith based, because mine, she's a licensed therapist, but faith based. So it was like going to her was like I was getting two things at once. Every session I wanted to go off on her, because it's like I'm getting inner healing. No, I'm getting therapy, right? I'm getting therapy, and I'm getting inner healing and deliverance, and I'm just manifesting. I wanted to fight her basically after every session. But normally therapy can identify this stuff, but the inner healing specialists, those are the ones that can break it. Okay. And then your inner healing sessions are going to build alignment with God's truth, your identity, and wholeness. Okay, so I want you to know that both of these are important. Okay, trauma is layered. When we talk about trauma, we're dealing with the mind, the body, and the spirit. Okay, so therapy is going to give you language and strategy. Inner healing is going to give you freedom and restoration. Therapy is going to help you manage what has happened to you. Inner healing is going to help you heal at your core. It's going to help you heal who you are. So I wanted to break down, I know Candace, I wanted to break down the difference just in case anybody was wondering, okay? Can you have one without the other? Absolutely, but it depends on the person and what wound they are dealing with. That's why when someone said yesterday, all the signs fit me, where do I start? And I was like, that's difficult because I don't know this person. I don't know what they've been through. And that is a super, like, that question is so broad. It's so broad, right? I can have 5 people today that say, okay, I'm going to sign up for your the inner healing program. I want one-on-ones with you. And all 5 of the people are going to have a completely different inner healing plan, because they are not the same. Their wounds are not the same. Okay. It's going to be set up according to who you are and what you dealt with. What you've been through. So it just depends on the person. Some people may start with therapy. After they get stability there, they move into inner healing. Some people start with inner healing. After they get breakthrough in inner healing, they later use therapy as emotional maintenance. If you've been following me for a while, you've heard me say that I believe people need therapists in all seasons. Some people are ignorant when it comes to therapists, and they just think if you suggest therapy that you're telling them something is wrong with them. Well, yes, something is probably wrong with you, but you need therapists in the process of life, period. There may be promotions and good things happening, and you need to process that with somebody. Okay, so it's not just for the bad seasons. Therapy can absolutely just be maintenance for you. Okay. And then there are some people, they walk through both at the same time. So they have a therapist and they have someone who specializes in inner healing, and they're working with both at the same time. That's going to oftentimes be most effective for you. Okay? So therapy organizes the pieces, inner healing restores the picture. And I know most people that have been following me for a while, they're so used to me doing all this churchy stuff and praying over you and prophesying over you and casting out demons, which I still do, and all that stuff. But I really wish more people would get a therapist or just address their trauma and heal. Starting with the pastors. Are my microphones still on? Can y'all hear me? Big O, Big O, Big O. Can you hear me? Big O, drop a one in the chat if you can hear me on Big O. Can y'all hear me? I really wish. Which part, Candace? I really wish people in the church would start addressing their trauma. I'm gonna get there though. Y'all stay with me. Make sure you're following me. I promise you, I'm gonna do a whole week addressing that. I'm just seeing your comment. What did you want me to repeat, Candace? I don't know what you. While she's doing that, number 4, you need to be aware of your body. Thank you for the follow, Energy Fitness. The recap of therapy. Oh, honey, I can't repeat all that. That's too much. That's too much. Talking about the difference, that's a lot. Like the whole thing. The recap of therapy and inner healing. Or maybe you're talking about the last line where I says therapy organizes the pieces and inner healing restores the picture. Maybe that's what you're talking about. I don't think you mean like the whole thing. All right, so I know that was a lot. Everybody take a deep breath real quick, real quick, real quick. I know that was a lot. I know that was a lot. Okay, so step number 4. Okay, yeah, that was it. Step number 4, body awareness. You have to be aware of your body. Remember, I don't know if it was yesterday or before then when I was talking about how my mentor sent me a message and I was triggered and I was in the drive-through line and I could feel my heart rate increasing and I had to calm myself down and started taking deep breaths and I was like, but that's not even what she said, Renisha. I was like, that's not even what she said, Renisha, and I had to calm myself down. So you have to be aware of your body. Notice the physical cues. Some of you, you start getting a tight chest. Some of you start dealing with shallow breathing. Others, your stomach may be in knots. It manifests in different ways, okay? But you need to pause before reacting. Pause. Take a deep breath, okay? And remember, numbing soothes the pain, but processing heals it. For those that are just coming in, let me reset the room. Reset the room. Okay. My name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. We're talking about processing your trauma instead of just numbing it. Okay. Tag somebody if you know they need this. Share it out with them real quick. Send them a text message like, hey, you need to get on this live because I'm giving you ways that you can start healing from your trauma. Everybody has trauma, whether you want to admit it or not. We've all been traumatized. Thank you for the follow on Big O. All right. So step number 3, you need safe community. So step number 1 was awareness and naming the wound. You have to address what hurt you. Step number 2 was, what was step number 2? Processing instead of numbing. And then step number 3, you need safe community and support. This is going to look different with everybody, okay? But the truth is, you cannot heal in isolation. I don't care how many people told you that you can. I don't care how amazing you think you are. You cannot heal in isolation. It feels safe, but it stunts growth. There's a content creator right now. If I called their name, some of you would probably drop off the live because they're so controversial. But I just started following them and I'm like, I can see where, first of all, when it comes to business, but I'm like, I can see where they are growing and maturing. Okay. You need people. This isolation thing is not going to work. All right. You need a trusted space. This could be in the form of coaching, healing groups, mentorships, or online communities where honesty is welcome, where people are not going to judge you, they're not going to be bashing you, okay? The people are going to challenge you to grow and not just comfort your pain, because for some of y'all, too many people are just holding your hand and babying you. They got you on the boob. You're a grown man, a grown woman on breast milk. For some of you, it's because when they try to be honest, you crash out on them, okay? Your buddy, okay, that's somebody that you can, first of all, I was born with a gap. There's nothing you can say to me about my gap that I have not heard. That's first of all. Now, if I was in my flesh, I would play you right now like a piano, because I promise you, I'm not even going to say that. You can block them. Okay, so you don't need anybody that's just going to hold your hand and baby you up. That's not going to work. You need somebody that's going to be honest with you. Okay? Unhealthy support systems are not the way to go. If you have a friend or a family member that is telling you to just get over it, or they're encouraging numbing instead of healing, they're telling you, girl, guy, you don't need a therapist. You don't need inner healing coach. You don't need that program. You don't need to process your emotions. Just forget it. Baby, you don't need, that's not a friend. That's not a friend. And if that's a family member telling you that, they don't need access to you because they're a part of the problem. These people are just going to keep you circling in the same dysfunction. They're going to keep you circling in the same dysfunction. Okay? Healthy support systems. What does that look like? These are safe people who let you be honest, but they're also calling you higher. Okay? And also, it'll be a space where vulnerability is met with wisdom, not gossip. You don't have to worry about your business being everywhere. Okay. I don't want to make this a churchy live, so I'm going to keep moving. Your community can either be a cage or a clinic, so you need to choose wisely. Your community is either going to become your cage or it's going to be a clinic. You need to choose wisely. Step number 4, you need a guided reset. Okay? Step number uno, dos, tres, cuatro. I don't know. I'm half Spanish in my head, but not in real life. You need a guided reset, okay? Healing is not random. It requires structure and guidance. I say it all the time. You're not responsible for what people did to you. That has nothing to do with you. But you are responsible for how you heal. You have to be intentional about your healing, okay? So if you just want to wing it, you're going to keep going in circles. Bree, pray my strength. You're going to keep going in circles if you just want to wing it. The guided steps are going to create a momentum, and it's going to create accountability. Okay. So for those of you that don't know, I have a clarity reset challenge that starts this Monday. If you have not signed up for this and you know that you're one of these people that I'm talking about, I really don't know what you're doing, because this is the perfect time to join. This is not you just getting my clarity reset program. I'm literally going to walk with you through it. It's the perfect time. What are you doing? Okay. I'm going to help you release what's draining you, reset your clarity, and realign your peace in 7 days. Somebody say 7 days. Type it in the comments. 7 days. 777. Okay. This is perfect for women who are overwhelmed and don't know where to start. Yes, men can join too. All right. It's perfect for you if you don't know where to start and you overwhelmed, you about to pull your hair out, you want to jump off a bridge or something. Yeah. You need to sign up for this. Okay. It just so happens to be aligned with Rosh Hashanah. So I'm about to say next year, next week, the church is literally crossing over into a brand new year. For those of you that want to wait until 2026, well, that's your business, okay? So it's the perfect time to reset spiritually and emotionally. Let me pull up my clarity reset and take you through it each day. Mind you, if you already, so I just upgraded this, but if you have the old program, which is under the name the Burden Bearers Detox or the Burden Release Method, if you want to participate, all you have to do is respond to the email that I sent with your proof of purchase saying, hey, Renisha, and I'll let you in for free. Okay. But if you don't have it yet, you can go in, click the LINK and sign up. Go ahead and grab it. This is the perfect time. It just, especially for those of you that like to procrastinate, like there's just no excuse. If you know this is you, it doesn't make sense unless you just don't want to heal and you just like to hear yourself talk. Maybe that's what it is. But anyway, so when you open the clarity reset, it's going to be, you'll see day one, right? But each day you're going to have a burden check-in. You're going to have a clarity thought, reset practice. This is something I'm going to give you to do that's going to help you reset. You're going to have a reflection prompt. And then at the end, there's an optional spiritual reset because I understand everybody that likes listening at my content, they like watching me, may not necessarily have the same spiritual beliefs. So that part is optional, but I do have it included. Day one, we're going to identify the weight. This is our focus on day one. We're going to figure out what has been weighing you down. Okay. Day two, the focus is releasing what's not yours. Releasing what's not yours. Again, you'll have these various things to work through for each day. Day three is also longer too because I upgraded it. We're going to focus on detoxing emotionally. Hello, inner healing, the wounds that nobody can see. So that's going to be our focus on day three. On day four, the focus is resetting your core. So I'm going to ask you, have you been feeling spiritually dry, disconnected, or overwhelmed? Are there any areas in your life where you've been going through the motions, but you don't feel aligned? Do you ever catch yourself performing out of habit instead of connecting with your purpose? So we're going to reset your core. Okay. And you're going to have things for that. Day five, we're going to address physical manifestations. I keep telling you all, trauma be trapped trauma gets trapped in your body. Some of you, the doctor is telling you, oh, you need medicine for this, you need medicine for that. And it's really spiritual, it's really trauma that's trapped, stuff that you've suppressed, you didn't want to address it, and now it's manifesting into physical symptoms. Okay, that's what we're dealing with on day five. Day six is all about rebuilding boundaries. Y'all should be tired of hearing me talk about boundaries. Okay, you need some boundaries. Boundaries are not bad. Who cares if someone gets mad because you set a boundary? Screw them, literally. Okay, I'm going to walk you through rebuilding boundaries in your life. And then the last day is day seven. The focus is living light and free. Okay. So I just upgraded this, but if you have the old version, I was getting amazing reviews. So you don't have to get the new one. I'll still let you in. For those of you who don't have it yet, make sure you click the link and get it. Let me know if you have questions. I also include some bonuses at the end. So like you're going to get support for a physical reset. I'm going to tell you some things you could do in the natural. It'll have supplements. It'll have a small grocery list and things like that, but just different things that you can do in the natural to reset your body. And it's not hard unless you just make it hard. It's literally not hard. Okay, it's not hard. Then at the end, you'll have some resources too. All right. So that's my Clarity Reset program. It is absolutely amazing. We start the challenge on Monday. It kicks off on Sunday night. I'm going to just go live, talk to you, and do some things. But the official challenge starts this Monday again. If you've been seeing this and have been procrastinating, maybe you just like procrastinating. I don't know what to tell you. Because if you don't get it now, it just makes sense. It exactly, Candace, it's the perfect timing. Like it just doesn't make sense if you don't sign up for this. So if you're on Big O and you want to join the challenge, message me, DM me the word clarity If you're on TikTok and you want to join the challenge, DM me the word clarity. If you're on YouTube and you want to join the challenge, all you have to do is, if you don't have this program already, click the link under this. It's in the description box of this video, and go ahead and sign up. Okay? Oh Lord, I feel like I talked a lot. Where's my water? All the way over there. Okay. Also, if you prefer more one-on-one support, you're like, Renisha, the challenge is cute. That's cool. Okay, I'll get it, but I know I need to work with you one-on-one. You can apply for my breakthrough pathway. So I have two one-on-one programs. There's the 4-session one and the 12-session one. With the 4-session one, it's called Breakthrough Pathway. You have 45 days to complete this program. You'll meet with me 4 times. Okay. If you choose to get the 12-session one, I think I give you 6 months, either 6 months or 6 to 9 months to complete the program. But this is for people who are tired of surface level fixes. You are serious about your transformation. You want to do deeper work. You're saying, Renisha, you be triggering me sometimes in your videos, but I am ready to heal for real. And I'm going to walk you through it. Okay. If you prefer a more one-on-one, if you want to go the one-on-one route, so you're going to get personalized healing plans, basically. Just think, please know I'm not going to play with you. Okay. I'm not going to abuse you in any way, but I'm not going to baby you. All right. So keep that in mind. If you want to apply for that on YouTube, the link is in the description. On video, you would have to DM me the word breakthrough, or one-on-one. You can do the same thing on TikTok. All right. But I just need you to know that clarity doesn't come by accident. It comes when you commit to guided healing. So you can make up your mind if you're just going to continue to procrastinate. If you're going to continue to listen to your friend and say, honey, you don't need none of that. Girl, I'm your friend. I got you. And your friend needs to be healing with you. She telling you not to get a therapist and she needs one. Girl. Okay. It's the weekend. I'm almost done. Let me give y'all these affirmations. If you're just jumping on, my name is Renisha. I'm an inner healing coach. Today we talked about where do you start when you're trying to heal from trauma. If you need to catch the replay, go to my YT channel under the live tab and you're going to see the replay there. Also make sure you're following me on whatever platform you're on so that you can catch my lives and get my content and all of these things. Okay. So let me give you these affirmations, and then we're done. But y'all know I'm going to have an affirmation for you. Why? Because the power of life and death lies in your tongue. Literally, when I take people through deliverance, there's a reason why I have them speaking out so many renunciations, and people start getting free just from that. Okay, you have the power is in your mouth, period. So repeat these after me. Where are my microphones? I am safe to face my wounds. I will not minimize my pain anymore. And let me tell you something. If you are someone it can be your spouse, your friends, family members, your coworkers, whoever, if you have people around you who minimize your pain and your trauma, need to be around you. Now I get it. Some people live in the house with you and you really can't do nothing about it. But even in that, there's a way you can learn how to shut that down, how to set boundaries, and how to protect your peace. Just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, sorry. Repeat after me. My trauma does not define my identity. Healing is available to me now. I am worthy of support and community. I choose to reset my mind and my heart. Okay, before I go, are these two microphones? I wonder if they're making a noise when I put them together. Does anybody have a question about the challenge that starts Monday that you need to sign up for? Or do you have a question about my one-on-one program before I go? And also, when you sign up for the challenge, the platform that I use, they'll let you get to send me DMs and all that jazz too. Does anybody have questions? Questions. Yes, even with my one-on-one program, if you need to send me a message in between, the platform lets you do that. Any questions? TikTok, I don't see any questions. Let me end TikTok. I have a question with what's going on with TikTok. They said TikTok has been sold, and now people on TikTok in America are going to have to download a new app. Are y'all going to download a new app? Okay, thank you, Candace. Are y'all going to download the new app? Because at this point, I'm like, screw TikTok. Because I don't know, this is too much. I don't see any questions on Big O. I'll be back tomorrow. Let me see what we're talking about tomorrow. I know that's what I'm thinking. Like, I don't feel like dealing with that. Tomorrow is Saturday. Okay. Nope. Tomorrow is Saturday. Let me see. It'll be available Saturday night though after you wind down. I know a lot of people are like, girl, it is Saturday. Forget that. I'm gonna be turning up. I'm just trying to break through this YouTube algorithm. So that's why I'm trying to go live more. What are we talking about tomorrow? I think it's about trauma being trapped in the body. Oh, I don't have it set up yet. Tomorrow, the science of trauma, what your body remembers. I feel like that's going to be so good. So we're talking about that tomorrow. All right. I don't see any questions. So I'm going to end this live. I hope that you all have an amazing, safe weekend. Sign up for the challenge. For those that can get on tomorrow, I'll see you tomorrow. For those that sign up for the challenge, I'll see you Sunday night. Am I forgetting anything? No, I need to go edit this video. A couple of videos I have for y'all. I really need to go edit this. I feel like I need a nap too. All right. Praise the Lord. Love y'all. Thank you, Candace. And I didn't even plan on doing this today, but I'm like, because of the response yesterday, I was like, and Quanda, you already know. Quanda was like, Renisha. Yes, ma'am. So thank you all on YouTube. Thank you for hitting the like button. Big O, thank you. Thank you, Big O. One day, Big O, they're going to talk to me more than a couple of people. They're going to talk to me one day on Big O. One day soon, Big O, watch. It's going to be popping. I have like 60 something people. I haven't had less than 60 something people in my Big O room yet. But bless their hearts. Most of them just sit there. Bless them. Bless their hearts. I feel like I'm hungry. Okay, I'm about to start rambling. I love y'all. Bye.